Have you ever felt like the world is closing in on you? Like the weight of everything you have been carrying is too much to bear? You are exhausted, not just physically, but in a way that sleep can't fix. This is the story of a man named Elias. But in many ways, it is also your story, my story, our story. Elias was once full of dreams. He had plans, goals, and a fire in his heart. But life has a way of wearing you down, doesn't it? One setback turned into another. He lost a job, then a friend, then a belief that things could get better. Every day felt the same, an endless loop of routine with no light at the end of the tunnel. And maybe, just maybe, you felt that too. One night, as Elias sat alone, he felt an emptiness creeping in. What's the point? He thought. When you're tired of life, the voice of doubt becomes loud. It tells you that you failed, that you'll never be enough, that the world won't notice if you were gone. But listen carefully, because in this silence, beyond that cruel voice, there's another whisper, one that says, hold on. Just as Elias was drawing in his thoughts, an old man sat beside him. He didn't say much at first, just handed him a cup of coffee. The old man asked. Elias signed. He didn't want to talk, but something about the man's presence made it hard to stay silent. I'm just tired, Elias admitted. The old man nodded, as he understood every spoken word. I once thought about giving up too, the man said, staring ahead. Elias looked at him, surprised. The man continued, but then I realized something. Storms don't last forever, and neither do dark nights. The sun always rises, even if you can't see it yet. Elias didn't answer, but those words settled into his heart. How many times had he assumed his pain would last forever? But nothing in nature stays the same. The tide comes in, but it also goes out. The storm rages, but it eventually fades. So why do we believe our struggles will never end? That night, Elias didn't find all the answers. He didn't suddenly feel whole again, but he did something important. He chose to try. He woke up the next morning and stepped outside. Just a walk, just fresh air. A small step, but a step forward nonetheless. And maybe that's why you need to not a miracle, not an instant fix, but just one small step forward. Days turned into weeks, and Elias kept going. He took care of himself in a way he hadn't before. Small habits, small wins, and when he stumbled, he got back up. That's the thing about healing. It's not about never falling, it's never falling, it's about getting up one more time, then you fall. One day, Elias stood on the mountain. He looked down at the world below, the same world that once left so dark, and he realized something. He had survived. The pain didn't break him, the storm didn't last forever, and neither will yours. I don't know what you're facing, I don't know the battles you fight when no one watching, but I do know this: you are stronger than you think. You have survived every bad day so far. You are still here, still breathing, still fighting, and that means there's hope. The storm inside you will pass, the darkness will lift, and one day, just like Elias, you'll stand in the sunlight and realize you made it. So, if you are tired, if life feels heavy, just hold on. Take one more step. The world needs you. You matter. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear these words. And if you feel ever alone, remember you are not. There's a whole world of people ready to walk this journey with you. Like, subscribe, and let's keep lifting each other up, because storms don't last forever, and neither will this pain. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember, your story is far from over.